breaking news. Actually, by the time you've seen this has been out for a good hour. But Anthony Davis, yes, the one and only. Just like his eyebrow, he has one and only. Anthony Davis has requested a trade from the poor Pelicans. That's very tragic because I know the Pelicans were like, no, we're gonna do anything we can to keep him and we really want him on the team. And he said, request a trade. So he's out of there. Now, of course, you know, a prime storyline this off season and this whole season up to the trade deadline has been Anthony Davis to the Lakers. And now, of course, rumors are flying everywhere. Okay, who should we trade? Should we even trade for him? I don't know, y'all. It's very complicated, but let's look at this rumor, okay? And this dude is from the LA Times. He covers the Lakers. Verified on Twitter, so oh my gosh, he must be, you know, credible. He says, hearing from sources, if Lakers want Anthony Davis, who has requested a trade, LA has to start the deal. First of all, start the deal. Okay, LA has to start the deal with Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Zubac, and a #1 pick. We have to start the deal with that. First of all, I hope start the deal means we just have to initiate the deal. I hope that doesn't mean start with that and then they're gonna add more players, because sweetie, we're not trading our entire team. We can't, literally. Okay, so that's off, first of all. But anyways, you know, that brings up the question, who do we want to trade, okay? And I keep seeing all these comments talking about, you know, Laker fans always want the best players but don't want to give up their best players for them. That's me. Yes, that is me. I am one of those fans. Guilty. You know, that's me. Lonzo, Kuzma, Zubac, #1 pick. Oh, that's a lot. Like, my heart, you know, is sinking now. Kuzma is probably gonna have to be a part of the trade no matter what, which kills me, you know what I mean? It literally kills me, but it is what it is at this point. They want Kuzma, okay? The saddest part, the craziest part is that Ingram was not even mentioned, and I don't think Ingram really will be mentioned like that, which is crazy because he's supposed to be like shining star next to LeBron, and you know, so it's just very interesting how things worked out. You know, the 27th pick is now the must-have guy in this trade. But anyways, you guys are probably wondering, like, who do you want to trade, Caitlyn? And that's a great question. I'm glad that you asked. Thank you. I feel seen. I feel heard. Thank you. Now, my answer to that is complex. You know, it's not really all that complex, but I just want to, you know, make it more intense. I don't know. Here's the thing. Kuzma, I'm already relinquishing him to the NBA. I already know any trade they're asking for Kuzma, so he might as well start packing up his locker, you know, and we don't want that to happen. However, you're so good that that's just the case, you know what I mean? That's gonna break my heart probably the most, but I've already accepted that he's probably gone. So, you know, we can't keep everybody, so he's out of here. Zubac, very interesting that they requested him. I'm not saying that that's like off. I'm not saying they shouldn't request him. I'm just saying it's interesting. You know, we have JaVale McGee, you know, but no, they chose Zubac, which is interesting. Lonzo, that's a little tough. Like, I'd rather give up Ingram than Lonzo. And the reason is, with Lonzo, he has not yet had an offseason to train. Offensively, defense, none of that. Remember, all offseason he was hurt. He couldn't even train, practice, nothing. When you compare that to someone like Ingram, who has had off seasons to focus on offense, defense, do whatever on the court, and he's still kind of performing in this mid area where it's like, dude, we're waiting for you to take it to that next level that we know you can. He's walking potential. You know what I mean? We can see it. We know. We see KD. We see him. Who's who? You can always tell because the sleepier one is Ingram. But he's walking potential, if you know what I mean. And it's like, why hasn't that switched? Why haven't you turned that on for us? And so it's frustrating. And a lot of people have been like, trade Ingram, trade Ingram. I don't think I hopped on that bandwagon that strong just because I feel like we were a little too hard on him, including myself. Because there are other stars, like Jason Tatum. There was one night Jason Tatum literally scored 2 or 4 points or something like that. And Brandon Ingram had like 21. And all of Twitter was getting on Brandon Ingram. We don't see that fire in you. We don't do all. I'm like, dude, Jason Tatum literally the dude that y'all have been bragging in our faces, Laker fans, in our faces that you guys have, just scored 2 points on barely any percent from the field. Why are we focusing on Ingram? So I feel like Ingram has had a lot of that spotlight just because the organization has hyped him up. Whether that's fair or not, I don't know, but that's just the case. And so he's gotten a lot of attention, and because he hasn't lived up to that expectation is why he's getting a lot of this pushback and flack and stuff like that. But I see what he's doing, you know what I mean? I feel like people skip over what he's doing to see like the potential that he's not filling, but I do see what he's doing, and I'm like, okay, we can work with that. I really don't want to give him up, but I feel like he could flourish on another team. So if push comes to shove, Brandon, it's been cool. I feel like he's gonna become a great, you know, in this league if he turns on that potential. Maybe another team will be the best for him, maybe another location away from Los Angeles and all the spotlights will be better. If that's the case, you know, goodbye, you know? It's just like D'Angelo Russell, where he's going off now. Maybe you just need that change of location. Maybe he needs his own team. I don't know. I mean, you're playing alongside LeBron. Like, if you can't turn it on then it's just like, dude, you can go, sweetie. And we love you. We're gonna miss you. You know, we'll throw a going away party for you, but you know, you're gone. Now with Lonzo, you know, it's a different type of potential that we see in him as far as the passing is concerned. As far as the scoring is concerned, like we know he can do better. Once again, like he has not had an off season to train it yet. Everything he's done, he's been trying to figure out during games and whatnot, which is a lot of time to figure stuff out. So, you know, people do have a right to be like, Lonzo, come on, like what are you doing? But he's shown us some very bright spots. And as of late, he's gotten a lot better. Of course, he had to get injured, but he's gotten a lot better at being aggressive and whatnot, and he's learning. He's learning. Ingram has been here a little longer, but we're off that topic. Lonzo's learning. And so I feel like if he does have a healthy off season where he can really train and hone his skills and he takes it seriously, you never know how he's coming next season. So I really don't want to give that up. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Some of y'all might think the opposite way, but a lot of people, I can't converse with them about Lonzo because they have this twisted, like, I don't like LeBron, I don't like their family, so they kind of take it out on Lonzo. It's like, that's cool, but at the end of the day, we're talking basketball. Like, get all the extras out of your head. He's overhyped and he's a kid that does too much. It's like, dude, chill out. We're talking about basketball, okay? Ball in the family, you watch the TV show, I don't really care, you know? On the court. We're talking on the court. And I do feel like he has that potential, and I do feel like he's willing to turn it on. We've seen it, like already he's taking those notes, be more aggressive. As far as Brandon, has he? How long have we been asking you to step up? You have yet to do so. You know, you do certain games, but it's like, dude, Lonzo has already taken these notes game to game. He hasn't had one off season to train yet. You see, so I'm like, I'm siding with Lonzo a little bit. Not gonna lie, I'm siding with Lonzo. Plus, the Pelicans already have Drew Holiday. Like, quit trying to steal everybody, okay? Let us have Lonzo. You know, you could take Brandon Ingram, give you guys some more length over there, whatever, you know. But you can't be trying to take everybody, okay? Now, the question is, should we even trade for him? Because he will be a free agent soon, not this summer, but next summer. And after seeing this whole Paul George situation, you know, and after seeing, we'll see how the Kawhi situation plays out, but after seeing these bold moves by these teams, and it actually was successful for Paul George and the Thunder, it's like, should we just pull the trigger and make that trade or what? I mean, I don't know, because at the end of the day, if we skip out on this, I'm gonna be real sick if somebody tweeted this out actually. They were like, I'm gonna be real sick if I see the Warriors trade Clay and Draymond for AD. Like, dude, I would literally, like, I don't know what I would do. I just don't know. Like, that would be so terrible. Someone else said they have a feeling he might go to the Nets or something. I'm like, I don't want him anywhere else. You know, I want him on our team. So at the end of the day, we might have to pull the trigger on this one. We might have to lose some guys. But at the end of the day, look at the LA Rams. I'm not even a football fan. I'm not. I don't even really know what I'm talking about, but I do know that they made some major trades for people. They kind of valued the now over the future. And look at they're at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Should we do that? You know, the future is not here right now. You know what I mean? So maybe we should focus on that now. I've always been somebody, like, throughout this whole rebuilding process without Kobe Bryant, I've always been more like future-minded, kind of like, let's just let our young core progress. If you watch my old videos, you probably got so tired of the words young core. People got mad at me for saying that we had a young core, by the way. I don't know why, but the young core, like, I kind of wanted to keep them together. You know, Kawhi, Leonard, that whole thing, I didn't want to trade, all of that. But now at this point, like, we've given y'all enough time, young core. We've given y'all enough time. You're not doing it. You're not. So it's like, at this point, I think we should go for the now. And I think we should go for this trade, you know? Now, if they're asking all, like, too much, chill out, Pelicans. Because at the end of the day, he wants to leave you, honey. He wants to leave you. So be accommodating. He's not going to stay with you regardless. I know you want to get the most out of him. Don't do too much, though. Okay, Magic, please don't get finessed. You know, but there's a lot of fans that think that we should really trade everybody for him anyways. They're like, whatever it takes to get him, just do it. So I don't think people would be too mad if we got him anyways. We'll see. I'm scared. Like, if he ends up on another team, like, that's a contender, especially in the West, it's just gonna suck. So honestly, we might have to pull the trigger on this, y'all. I've never said that thus far in this whole young core career. Oh, you done? Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, yes, that's how I feel. I've never felt this way before in the entire young core career history, but it's happening. Can I go? Okay, cool. Yes, this is unprecedented territory for us. Magic, Rob, y'all know what's best. I trust you guys. Go for it and test the waters. I don't know if you need to trade Lonzo, but look, you can honestly, KCP, throw him in there. He's not as bad as we've been saying. Okay, we rag on him. That doesn't mean he's terrible. Throw him in there as an extra piece of meat. Just like, hey, look, this is some gravy on the top, okay? You know, maybe Josh Hart, I don't know, but I feel like we should keep Lonzo. I think Lonzo is somebody, honestly, Kuzma and Lonzo are untouchables, really. They should be, but I already know Kuzma's just gone. Like, people want Kuzma, rightfully so. So we can't really hold back too much unless we can really finesse, which will be unbelievable by Magic and Rob, but it's not gonna happen. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, who should we trade for Anthony Davis? Like this video if you enjoyed it, and the glitch hoodies are finally available like y'all have been requesting. So go ahead and cop you one. Click right here to cop one, or no, click here to cop one. Click here for some recent videos and subscribe to the splash bar down here, y'all. And follow my social medias to keep up with everything. I'll see y'all later. Hopefully when we trade KCP for AD.